Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, from whom I learned this truth. And shalom to the 144,000 elect. I am Mayak Allah. And I'm going to go right to Ezekiel. Chapter 4, verse 13 says, And the Lord Yahweh said, Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. And this is the verse telling us that being driven here to this Western land that you call America, that the food, not just the bread, but all the things that we consume at this point are defiled. They've been defiled because first of all, the land is defiled itself. All right. And not only that, you have wicked people who want to add things, who want to create things that they want you to consume. They want to put all type of additives into food that shouldn't be there in order to preserve them and give them a shelf life in the supermarkets, and where you buy different items. So as a result, you're consuming a lot of things that you're not even supposed to be eating. There's a lot of things in the soil that shouldn't be there. And because this place is defiled, the land is defiled itself. Consequently, we eat a lot of things and can put into our bodies a lot of things that we shouldn't be. All right. I have a short, actually it's about a 15-minute video, but I'm not going to be playing it all. I'm just going to play just a little bit of it. And it is, I'll be using this video under the Copyright Act of 1976, fair use. This is just for edification purposes only. This is not a monetized channel, so this is not in an effort to make any money off of this. It's just for edification purposes only. And I'm going to stop along the way, bring out a few verses, and then that'll be the end of it. But I'm going to let the little bit of this play right now. And I am going to let a bit of this video play, but like I said, it's about 15 minutes long, but I'm not going to let that whole 15 minutes play. So, fair use.
Eat the chicken. This is it for chicken. If this word come across your timeline, this word comes across your page, take heed. You're saying it for a reason. Stop eating the chicken. Stop eating chicken. Do not eat the chicken. Whatever they're getting ready to do, or whatever they're currently doing, it's in the chicken. Don't eat the chicken.
So whatever they're doing, don't eat the chicken? What is it that she's talking about? Oh my gosh, so I found this. Posted on November 24th, yesterday, by this account. This is disgusting. Company, VP, got on recording saying their chicken comes from a 3D printer and it's actually horrible for you. What?
Employee recorded it all. Eric Erickson shares that recording and what the company is saying about it.
All right, so you see they showed real quick the brand of chicken in the soup, in which they're using a 3D printer to make this chicken. So I'll let this play.
Poor people. Who buys our shit? I don't buy products barely anymore. It's not healthy. Now that I know what the it is, even in a can of soup, I look at meat. Bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
The recording
Wait a minute, did he actually say that?
Look at it. Look at me. Bioengineered meat.
Oh my gosh.
A piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You.
So
See this little guy? This is why your eyes are baggy, your face is puffy, and your belly looks 6 months pregnant.
Printer. You.
So here I'm thinking, if this company's food is fake, allegedly, then what's stopping other food from being fake too? And what is it that she's talking about?
For chicken. If this word come across your timeline,
Posted on November 22nd, a lady at a grocery store shows that every single thing she picks up now says contains bioengineered ingredients. What?
I'm here at Aldi, and almost everything they have contains bioengineered food ingredients.
I mean, what is bioengineered food? Everything. Basically everything that's in a box.
Contains a bioengineered food ingredient.
You gotta be kidding me. So what are people saying about this? No wonder why my body can't digest anything anymore. Well, a lot of people have been talking about that lately. Okay, so that can't be good. I don't know what bioengineered food means. We're gonna be taking a look at that, but that can't be good. But it's just the things inside of a box. I mean, like Cheerios, oatmeals, that sort of stuff, right?
Hey, take notice of this cabbage here. Now, this
Okay.
cabbage is on fire.
Okay.
Take notice. Now, this right here came off the cabbage. Take notice now. I'm picking this cabbage up. It's not even burnt. See that? Now, take notice of this. This came
Wait.
off this cabbage.
I mean, that's supposed to happen, right?
Put that on there.
Paolo wants to know where.
Take notice.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
Now I'm gonna take it off. No. Take notice. Robbery.
Put that on the Insta.
Take it with it.
So it doesn't break.
Receipt.
It doesn't break apart.
Y'all, where you got this cabbage from?
Problem is, if this is a thing, if we're possibly eating fake or plastic food, we should either know about it or we should stop doing that because it can't be healthy. What else are we talking about here?
Yeah, we're trying to make chicken. We bought this at in Nashville yesterday. What the heck? Have you ever? Are we getting fake meat already? Because everything about my packaging said it was organic, USDA approved.
I'm looking at this chicken. Now, I stopped eating chicken a while ago for this very reason. I was preparing some chicken, and I just stopped and looked at it because when I was pulling it apart, trying to cut it, it just didn't even look like real. It didn't look real. And at that very moment, I threw it away. And at that very moment, I stopped eating chicken. All right. I went to ChatGPT and looked up, I asked, what are bioengineered food ingredients? And it says bioengineered food ingredients are ingredients that have been genetically modified using biotechnology, meaning scientists change the DNA of plants, animals, or microorganisms to give them certain traits. And it says simple definition, bioengineering means genetically altered in a lab to improve how food is grown, processed, or behaves. So they just taking it upon themselves to create a whole different organism and put it into food to give it the look that they want to give it, to give it the taste they want to give it. Said what that looks like in food. It says these ingredients come from organisms whose DNA has been changed to resist pests or like insects, to tolerate herbicides like weed killers. It says to grow faster or yield more, to improve nutrition or shelf life. So to improve nutrition, that's not the reason why they do it. It's just like they said, it says to improve nutrition or shelf life. All right, so it's to improve the shelf life of these things. All right, says common example says you'll often find bioengineered ingredients derived from corn, like corn syrup, corn starch, soybeans, to make soybean oil or soy protein, canola, to make canola oils, sugar beets to make table sugar, papaya, potatoes. Even if the final ingredient like oil or sugar doesn't contain detectable DNA, it may still be labeled as bioengineered depending on regulations. So you better be reading everything that you're buying, especially, and you really shouldn't be eating it. You should be trying to avoid processed foods altogether. All right? Just like the apostles talk about shopping. When you go in a grocery store, you should stay on the outer edges of the shopping store and don't be going down those aisles to get those boxed foods, those processed. That's where you find all the processed foods. On the outer edges of the supermarket is where you find your produce. It's where you find your meats, where you find your fruits, vegetables, you know. And you have to be careful of this meat, because now you don't know what's in this meat. I'm going to let a little bit more of this play, and you're going to hear some word that they're bleeping out in some of the statements that they're making. But the word that they're bleeping out is, the word starts with a V and rhymes with Maxine. They're putting this inside the meat now. So you don't know what you're getting when you're taking a chance with these different meats. All right, you don't even know if this meat is really authentic or has it been made from a 3D printer. But I'm gonna let a little bit more of this play, because that's really all I'm gonna get from this Chat GPT.
Now that's the problem. If we're getting things like that and it's saying another thing, that's a problem.
Check it out.
Yeah, that does not look like chicken. Can anyone please confirm? So this video coming in from this account on January this year looks even weirder.
Okay, is it me? I've never seen chicken stringy like this. Like, am I tripping? Have y'all seen this before? Because I'm very freaked out.
This definitely looks printed. What else are we looking at here that could be actually fake and we're possibly eating it right now? It's coming in from this account on March 28th. Now this is getting creepy.
So you guys, I went to right? Our chicken ain't real no more, y'all. Why is this chicken bending?
And that box looks like a Mr. Chicken box.
Like a damn bird band. Like, ain't this supposed to like break? What's going on here? Our chicken ain't real, bro. What?
Pull it apart.
Bro, this shit is tough. This chicken ain't real. And I'm putting indulge in it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, this shit crazy. I don't even think I want to eat this.
And this is coming in from Tiffany on July this year.
I started cutting up this piece of chicken that I made 2 pieces of chicken last night, and so I started cutting it and looking at it, and look at this weird, this is supposed to be chicken. I think this is that Frankenfood again. That don't look right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Is anybody else examining their food like I do?
All right, so they're taking these meats and they're gluing. They're putting glue in it. They're gluing these different parts of this meat together to make it look like one big, like a real chicken. Let's say, example, a chicken breast. When actually it's probably not even just a chicken breast. It's all different parts from the chicken that they glue together and give the illusion of a chicken breast. All right. I'm going to go to Isaiah 24. And verse 5 says, the earth, I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, the earth suffers for the sins of its people, for they have twisted the Most High's instructions, violated his laws, and broken his everlasting covenant. So the real things that these different animals should be feeding on, and they give them different things to make them grow faster. They put hormones in them to make these different animals grow faster. So they're not really growing at a natural rate. So therefore, what they have in their bodies, these genetically modified organisms that they have in their body, when you take that same chicken or whatever the type of meat it is that they pumped into this animal to make him grow faster, is going into you. You're consuming it. You're eating it. And if you take a look at the youth today, you can see how they're all pumped up. How they're all obese. A big portion of the people, especially in this country that you call America, are obese. And I don't quote me on it, but I want to say about 85% of the population is overweight. All right. That's why you got you see injuries occurring in athletes that just the slightest touch, and you can see injuries occurring in athletes. You can see your military is so weak and out of shape. It's because what the youth consumes, and everybody wants to eat fast, eat in a hurry. They want to eat it right now, so they're not cooking at home. They're not taking the time to go and make food. They rather go to a fast food restaurant or get it, go through the drive-through and get it, have it delivered to them to their house. And this food is not real. It's not real food, because you eat it and 15-20 minutes later you're hungry again. It's because it's not real food. It's got no real it's not giving you any type of energy. It's not any kind of real has any real kind of caloric value to it. Like I said, you eat this fast food stuff, and then less than an hour later you're ready to eat again, because it's got no nutritional value to it. All right, I only want to play a couple more minutes of this.
Comes the creepy part. 19 hours ago, this account posted this: America's food supply is being infiltrated by unlabeled cloned beef and pork. So it's not just the chicken, but the real question here is, why is this happening?
This 3D printed steak from Redefined Meat that is meaty and fibrous, just like real meat, but 100% vegan. And I'm going to stick it in a Club Mexicana taco. I mean, it looks meaty. It smells meaty. It's got the layers of protein and fat that you would find in meat. It smells disgusting. So I'm going to be open-minded.
Premium cuts of meat without the premium prices.
It's an oldie thing.
Look at the
She's
commercial.
got a permanent record of your mistakes, and it's silently destroying your marriage in a way most men never see coming. You try to...
I'm going to be open-minded. say, right now that we've loaded up our tacos, it's time to give it a try.
So I got this chicken from Target, and no, I did not put porks in it, even though it looks like it. And look how it's boiling, like they injected it with something. It's actually a big chicken breast, but like, nah, something right with the chicken, y'all.
I got at a steakhouse in Weatherford on my way to a cattle sale in Kansas. I should have known at first, because it's really hard to get an 8-ounce filet that's truly a filet, because they just don't get that big in animals very often. Then when it came perfectly round, I should have suspected something. I ate a little bit of it and I thought, man, something's not right. So you can definitely tell this is glued together.
The amount of videos is staggering. It's like a lot of people.
So you could see that meat was glued together. This is just pure wickedness, because these people are making this meat to look the way they want it to look. You just like the man said, the steak came out perfectly round and bigger than he expected it to be. That's because they pumped it up and made it and dressed it up to make it look like they want it to look, so it can be appetizing to you. When in all actuality, who knows what's really in that, especially since they glued it together. They could have glued who knows what in there. Might not even be, well, it ain't meat. Mark 7:21 says, "For from within, out of the heart or the mind of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, and murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness." And this is in the red letter, so this is Yahushua speaking. But for verse 23 says, "All these evil things come from within and defile the man." So these scientists sit in these laboratories and think all these things up in order to defile your food, ways that they can make extra money, to make money by pumping this food up and pumping the animals up and making them grow faster, so that they can have put more of this fake meat out there, and they put it on the preservatives in it, whereas they're able to keep it out on the shelf in these supermarkets for as long as they want, or until it sells. And then as soon as it sells, what do? They got a whole brand new line that they can bring in there. And it's not, don't even think that it's fresh, because who knows where it's sitting, how long it's sitting before it comes into the supermarket. Been frozen, been defrosted and frozen again. And then they send it to the supermarket and it sit on the shelf for who knows how long. And who knows how long it's been sitting on the shelf before it even got to the supermarket. So this is wickedness of man in an attempt just to fatten his pockets. They'll sell you anything. All right. Let me see how much more of this I want to play. Maybe just a little bit.
We're starting to notice that there's something possibly wrong with the food. And the real question here is, again, why is this happening? I mean, we're seeing things labeled as bioengineered, so what exactly is that?
So I've been doing some research lately, and it seems that more and more companies are adding bioengineered products to our food. I've been wondering why I haven't been feeling 100%. Bioengineered food ingredients. Bioengineered food ingredient. What does it say? Right there, it contains bioengineered food ingredient.
So in most labels it says that it's genetically modified crops, but if you take a look at this is where things start to get creepy. So it's food that contains genetic material that has been modified through certain laboratory techniques. And modification could not be obtained through conventional breeding or found in nature. So it's possibly something that's not found in nature. So what else is not found in nature and also genetically modified?
Of my amendment, which states that none of the funds made available by this act may be used to fund any grant related to any transgenic.
I'm going to stop it right there, because it's ironic that this man right here, who was speaking out on behalf of these fake, these GMO foods, This man just got voted out of office. All right. He had been, well, he's a right-winger. I'm not even going to say what party he is. You know what a right-winger is. He's, but supposedly one of the good guys who really speaks up on the behalf of the American public. Well, they just got him out of there. All right. And even though he's supposed to be one of the people who supported your president got tired of him speaking out on these type of matters, trying to do something about the food. And he also spoke out about the Epstein files. That was pretty much what did it, got him voted out of there. All right. So they had lobbyists who came and monetarily backed another candidate. Trump backed him, and they got this guy out of office. But that's that's a different lesson. I'm not even gonna go into that. It's just ironic that he's on this. They got a clip of him on this video talking about the GMO foods. But this is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 17. I'm going to read this in the NLT. It says, I am watching them closely, and I see every sin. They cannot hope to hide from me. I will double their punishment for all their sins, because they have defiled my land with lifeless images of their detestable gods, and have filled my territory with their evil deeds. And this is what they have done. They defiled the land. They defiled the things that are growing, the vegetation, the things that we're supposed to be consuming as food. All right. They've modified the food that we take in daily. Not only that, they modified the air. They've modified the soil. All right. And they're not going to go unpunished for this, because just as the verse says, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai sees all their evil deeds and sees their wicked acts. All right. And you're wondering why you don't feel well. It's because you're being attacked from all angles, from the things that you consume, the air that you breathe, the water you drink. They've attacked it all. Just the last verse that I'm going to bring out, and then that'll be the end of this. And I'm going to go to Proverbs chapter 29, because this is not going to happen. This is not going to be forever, because the wicked are in control of this kingdom right now. But when the righteous come to rule, all this is going to go away. Verse of Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's what's going on right now. The people are mourning because the wicked are in control. And everything that they can get their hands on to defile, you better believe they're making an effort to defile it. Because they don't care about righteousness. They have no idea. I'm not going to say they have no idea. They're just wicked. This is in their DNA to be this way. They're more concerned about profits. And that's just what they do. All right, but I'm going to leave it there. And I pray that this lesson has been edifying to the listener. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Shalom.